Mic check. Okay. Alright everyone, Shikai Hogan here, reporting for some random talk. So, how's everyone tonight? I hope you guys are doing fine. Unfortunately, the chat is a bit broken today, so that's why it doesn't show much. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that on the CSS later, but for now, that would do. So, how are you guys today? Or perhaps this week so far? I hope you guys are doing alright. There is some quite some news this week. Some upsides, some downsides. The downside is much bigger though, but yeah, I just hope you guys are doing fine though, because you know it's just something that let's just say some news that's basically make people really sad this week. Well, for me there are two news that actually make me sad this week, but you know, let's not talk about it here. But yeah, I myself, as far as actual health goes, actually somewhat alright, except for Monday earlier this week, because I don't know what exactly happened, but I couldn't really sleep and end up with me being awake until the next morning, and after the morning start I suddenly not really fell asleep, but feels really tired for the entire day, which is really annoying, because that shouldn't happen, yet it happened. It's one of those things that's kind of like, oh yeah, right, sleep, what's that? Yeah, it's so annoying. Yeah, chat is a bit broken right now, Damgam. I don't know why. I should have checked, but you know, let me try reloading it. Maybe it will fix itself. Let's see. Does it fix itself? No, CSS definitely need to be updated. Something's just happened with YouTube, basically. But yeah. Yep, it still doesn't work. So that's a bit unfortunate. Anyway, let me open another tab here so I can do something about it. Well, it works, yes, but it's just annoying. I'm gonna have to find something in the style generator later, but for now I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, anyway, well, that's somewhat of an unfortunate situation. Something well, to be honest, there is a lot of unfortunate situation this week. I must say, but it's not all bad and dark and gloomy, because at least in my front, you know, yesterday I watched Miran's membership streams. It was pretty fun as always. Yeah, that was I kind of really need that, to be honest. Not gonna talk in detail because membership stream, whatever, it's a rule that whatever in the membership stream stays in the membership streams. But Another thing that's at least happened like around last week was my package of merch from her is also came to me, so finally arrived. Well, more like I'm actually picking it up myself, but that's a whole story for another day, I think, because like, I mean, it is a story, nothing really interesting happening as far as you guys concerned, so it should be fine. And I'm really happy when it finally arrived. I actually even hang it on my microphone boom arm, because yeah, I think it's safe to say that I'm really into her at this point. Yeah, can't help myself, because well, she does make me happier. Also, just last night, I actually two things happened basically last night, which we're going to talk about today. One, I started to tease a new model. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. I'm pretty sure you already with the platonic friends vibes. Indeed, it is. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're already seeing what I teased just yesterday, which is new model coming up this month. That's why part of the title is called Upcoming Debut. And I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna show you the thing once again. I mean, so far, not much traction, like, yeah, 115 views, 4 retweets, including myself, and 9 likes. Not even 10, but, you know, it's fine. Well, actually, it's not fine, because I want this to be a bit bigger, but, oh well. It is what it is. I'm just a small content creator at the end of the day. And yeah, new model BTs, as you can see here. Oh my god, I really need to fix that. The chat is so broken. And I actually make some preparation for this, because I do make quite a few of the teaser. Like, you're going to see it in the next few couple of weeks, because obviously I'm gonna do some partial reveal up until 1 week before the debut, and you'll see a bunch of cool stuff, hopefully, and a bit of a spoiler, some cheesy quote line that I made up, inspired by a lot of quotes out there. So, you know, I hope you guys don't cringe. I think I do enjoy making it, at least, so it's kind of in line with the lore, at the very least, somewhat. At least the lore of the particular faction as per usual, because, you know, it's another timeline, new stories happening, and, you know, new looks. We're gonna embrace the cringe. Okay then, let's get through that. You'll see another one tomorrow, because I'm gonna post it on every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, that's gonna be way too long. Every 2 days. So tomorrow will be the next one that you'll be seeing, which is, well, let's just say I sneeze. That's not the plan, but the actual plan is that you'll see the shoes. Not very exciting, I know, but you know, it's a start. You don't start immediately with the cool stuff. You need to, you know, make people curious, make people see that, oh, something is going on here, right? I think that's how you do it with these. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is the other way that would actually help engagement is actually if I do one of those goal reveal, like, you know, certain numbers of retweets and likes, it will reveal this part, and etc. etc. The thing is, I am technically a long-running VTuber at this point. That wouldn't make any sense for me. Like, again, I'm such an anomaly to the point that I never done a goal reveal before. So I might as well just keep it that way. Oh fuck, I forgot. You don't say anything? I forgot, I just... I forgot. God dang it, that was really embarrassing. You don't see a thing. No, Sean, you don't see a thing. That was so embarrassing. God dang it. No. Hey, you know what? At least I didn't do anything strange behind the camera, right? Well, good thing, because I follow a lot of hentai artists here. So, yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I didn't plan that, I swear. I completely forgot. Oh, Jonah, I see you now! No! Oh, that is even more embarrassing. The artist himself is here. God dang it! Oh, oh no! No! My life as a VTuber is already over. I'm done for. I mean, to be fair, I already retweet some of those kind of arts before, but never done that on stream. That's... Oh boy. Oh my god, this is so stupid. But yeah, anyway. New model. I already have a plan when I'm going to debut this month. I already revealed it before during my stream of World of Guns before, like 2 weeks ago now. So yeah, I mean, I haven't announced it, but as per usual, I love spoiling stuff on podcasts like stream. It's gonna be on 27th this month, so 20 more days. Hopefully it goes as planned. The next reveal is gonna be the first reveal, basically, because like previously it's just dark shadow looking guy with unrecognizable silhouette, because there is a reason to that. You'll see it. But tomorrow you'll see the first part of me, which is it's just involving feet. So yeah, it's not really feet, but you get what I mean. If you ever happen to have a planned last stream for whatever reason, it should be we scroll my Twitter until I get no. I am not going to do that. I don't want to lose my channel, because my channel is basically part of me at this point. Like, come on, it's been with me since 2012, working with me since 2016, and ever since that I've been doing a bunch of stuff. Wow, I'm old. So let's not do something like that, okay? Let's not do something like that. So yeah. Whew. That was a bit risky, but you know what? Glad it doesn't show anything else or anything more than that. It could have been worse, but yeah. We ain't old. Oh yeah, right, because, I mean, come on. Alonso is older than us, and he's still considered as a young man. So yeah, I'm gonna keep running with that until the day I die. But yeah. Anywho. The other thing is that on the title I said that I have a new chassis. So what do I mean by that? You don't even have a car? Well, yes, I don't have any car, sadly. Can anyone buy it for me, please? But on a serious note, I'm talking about my new box for my arcade stick build. So, gonna die young in the age of 110. Oh, we'll see about that. I hope I have a long life. But yeah, I have a new box in the work. So last night I got informed by Atelier Tetora, which is the guy that's making my new chassis for my arcade stick. Tetora said it's just assembly and some quality control. So I'm hoping the quality control went well, because quality control, if it went wrong, that means something has to be fixed, right? That's gonna take more time. And I never show it to you guys, but because it was just a plan, and since it's almost into a completion, hopefully, and probably gonna be shipped to my house and arrive maybe like next week, I think I could reveal the art design for it. So, you know, I'm going to show you. Where is it? Where do I put it? Yeah, I kind of forgot where I place it, but nah, you guys have to see it, because the layout is new as well. So, oh, okay then. You know what? I'm gonna at least show the new button layout. How about that? You don't need to see the entire thing. I'm just gonna show you the button layout, because that's what's going to be a new setup for me. Because I won't be able to show the blueprint later on, because, you know, I'm going to have a live cam while I'm doing it. And unpacking and testing everything into content. Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm just gonna show you the button layout at least, because the button layout is new. So here is the new button layout that I have. As you can see, I still use the mounting plate, the mounting holes for Sanwa Denshi joystick, so it's gonna looks the same. But this button placement is new. I mean, for one, it's actually following the Noir layout. So basically, I'm back to where I started technically, because I started the 5-stick journey with a Noir-based button layout when I built one myself out of cardboard box and a piece of acrylic panel. That was really fun. But then I switched to Violic's setup, which is having this stick and the next button really close. And that was actually pretty nice, but I kind of want something custom later on, which you see the one that I get from Borole Haircut a year ago. Yeah, it's been a year since I got that box. And ever since then, like at first I was doing fine, like, oh yeah, this is really fun, it was pretty alright. But in the long run, after I got the Gamester C2, the arcade stick that is mass produced, like, you know, the one that you can get off the shelf, right? I dreaded the hake of my main box. Oh, why is the camera so broken today? I dreaded the hake of my main box because the Gamester C2 makes it so comfortable because it's so low at the front side that's closest to your body and then gets higher towards the end. And the highest point is at 6 centimeters on the Gamester C2. Meanwhile, the custom box that I have currently, that is 8 centimeters tall and I have to put it on the lamp. That makes my hands kind of have to in position like a raptor style if I have to place my hand. In the long run, it turns out it's not that comfortable. And it's been bothering me for ever since I got that arcade stick, the Gamester C2. So I've been looking around for people that can create arcade stick locally. There are a few options, obviously. One is from what is it? From Arcade Stick Indonesia, or well, they kind of rebranded their shop in Tokopedia called Asindo Pro now. Which, by the way, they just released a new leverless, which is really cool. But in my case, I want something for joystick because I tried the one with the WASD directional button. I'm playing a little bit with that. It actually hurts my hands on the long run. I mean, portability wise, it's actually pretty great, but in the long run, it's actually not comfortable for my hand. And the thing is, the case alone is so expensive because they are so customizable. Even the pre-built package that they have, the base model, is still costing you like $120, and that's just the box. Like, I love them, to be honest, especially since they also follow me after I share one of their build about the cover system for their box. And honestly, I'm interested with their lever because their lever is really interesting. It's really modifiable. I love that kind of stuff. But you cannot deny it's too expensive for someone like me, right? Like, the lever, at least the base model of the lever costs $120. The base case is also $120. Around that, numbers. If I try to convert it to dollars, and then if you want to make a build, they use the Brook boards, which is like $60. And the buttons usually, well, not usually. You're probably going to go for the crown because they don't have the notch for Sanwa clip-on button. So that's like $6-7 per button times how many buttons that you want. It's practically the price in total is practically I could buy a steering wheel at least use a steering wheel like Trustmaster T150 at the very least, and at most I could get the Moza R5, and that's just an arcade stick. It's I'm definitely not the target audience for their arcade stick, because then again, the people that buy it usually have a lot of money or actually an actual pro that play it. Because one of them is Arslan Ash, by the way. I forgot who the others, but there are a few pros that actually use their gear. And yeah, I want it, but holy fuck, why are you so expensive? That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, I understand why it's expensive, because production quality and not much demand technically. I mean, the demand is a lot, but they can only produce it in low quantity most of the time, as far as I can tell. So, and again, it's basically a niche market, because arcade stick, most people will just buy the one off the shelf with standard layout. So it end up with me like, yeah, I want it, but I cannot do that because you're too expensive. I'm sorry. So I have to move to another one. And then I found, I'm gonna look around the shop without showing you, because, kind of showing my personal stuff in there. So I don't want to show that. Let's see. Because I follow all of them simply because I'm interested with their products. Where is it? Not member. Oh, god dang it. Can I see who I follow here? No? Okay, apparently I couldn't really see who I follow in PC version. That's kind of stupid. But there are actually three that has their own stuff, basically. I'm just gonna check it through my mobile then, since I couldn't really open it through PC. Okay, where is it? Yeah, for some reason you can only see it through your mobile version. So there is Arcade Bliss, which they sell the GP2040 CE board. I kinda want that because it has a pass-through. So maybe in the future I could use it for something else. And this guy is mostly leverless button. They do have some custom stuff that I could get, including like generic bathtub, generic ball top, custom spring, shaft extender, and etc. etc. But they don't make the 5-stick box alone. They make it in full build only, and I don't need another full build currently, because I want to, but not exactly, how do I say this? Not exactly economical for me. I mean, the full build that can only connect to PC, PS3, and Switch, that costs $120 in total, that's great actually. And in fact, the quality is actually pretty great, because I think this guy used a 3D printed box from the looks of it. And using original Sanwa parts, so basically standard parts. I don't think you can have a custom layout. I mean, let's see. Yeah, you can only customize the artwork, not the layout. So basically, you're just gonna have another standard arcade stick. So that's not exactly what I'm going for. Even though I like the idea, but yeah, I already used to custom box, so I want some custom box because it's very cool. So that's fine and dandy. Oh wow, there is a metallic bathtub. Let's well, they do have their own DIY enclosure kit, but it's only for levelers. That's the sad part about that. I'm close to getting it, but then I realize on the looks like yeah they don't have the joystick version of it, so that's a no-go, which is kind of sad because the box looks pretty cool and has similar system to the VM series from Asindo Pro. But yeah, maybe in the future I will give it a go if I ever want to use levelers. But not today. They do have some interesting spare part here and there, so I may actually try to get some of it, but we'll see. That's the other thing, and who else here that I follow? Well, there is Gado Gado ACC, which is mostly actual arcade stick already pre-built. Usually use stuff here and there and spare parts. The spare part is very cool though. But that's not what I'm looking for, so I move on, obviously. There is Poro Pin, which levelless exclusive build, except for their big Poro box, which is a hit stick, which basically means you have a joystick and a hitbox style directional button. Unfortunately, it's full build only, so I couldn't really use that, sadly. You can ask it to build just for lever, only for the joystick version, but again, the problem is it's full build. I just want to move my main box to a new box that's much better in terms of ergonomic and options. So that's kind of unfortunate. And then there is Psycho Arcade, which has a really cool option in terms of stuff. But most of the stuff that they have is levelless and it's basically a pre-built as well. So you cannot order it case only, so that's kind of unfortunate. And that one fateful day a few weeks ago landed me a deal with Atelier Tetora. Let me show you the Twitter. Hopefully I don't accidentally show some stuff again because I forgot. So yeah, this is the guy that I'm working with. Only doing commission for local area. By that by that it's entire Indonesia basically. But this guy has a lot of cool build. I'm just gonna go to the media directly. Like there is the Tetola build there is the Mushoku Tensei build featuring, who is this? R.A.O.C. I don't watch that, by the way, but I know the reputation of that. There is Bridget build, Admire Vega from Uma Musume. This one is, I don't know, but the art is made by Lotte Van Halen and Save. Oh, I cannot pronounce that. That's a bit too hard for me. Safe HYMNVT? A Vtuber? It's Save Him. Yeah, I mean, VT usually stand for Vtuber, by the way. But there is that. There is this one, which is Berserk build. And Orye build. Asuka build. Culture. Who is this? I know who this is, but I forgot. But as you can tell, oh, there's EO from PSO2 as well. Also, there's a full transparent build. But yeah, dude has been making a bunch of stuff, and I like what I'm seeing. The latest one is being the Tetora build, which has the handle here. And yeah, this one looks really nice, as you can see. Art is made by Aruvian1. So I am looking forward to seeing the one that's gonna come to my place. And yeah, as you can see again here, the build, it's gonna have 10 buttons now. So this is square, triangle, circle, cross, or X, depending on how you want to say it. I'm just gonna say it interchangeably between cross and X. This is R1, R2, L1, L2, L3, and R3, because most modern video games can use that now. So that's why I want to add it there. I'm looking forward to seeing it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, as for the future content though, because I do want to talk about that. So obviously, aside from my upcoming debut, right, I have a lot of stuff that I really want to cover actually. Like, I want to go back to video making once again. So probably streaming would be slowed down because of that. Which, you know what? I'll take it. Because that means I have probably a content that's actually better in terms of what? Long term. Considering, like, I've seen some statistic about my content on the YouTube studio recently, and I just realized people love when I make the tech, a bunch of tech stuff basically. So if I go to my YouTube studio, right, I go to analytics, I am pretty sure, yeah, my top content on this period, that's still the same. Look at this. This is still on the top. I know it doesn't have that much view. I mean, total view is not this one, but it doesn't have that much view. But it's still top after more than half a year. Like, people like this? Okay. I'll try to make more of that. Probably not with arcade stick, because as you can already tell, arcade stick is kind of expensive. For the most part. But then the second one is followed by me setting up my custom macro pad. Like, how does that even work? This thing is a stream, by the way. I mean, the other one is followed by our shenanigans on Stall Realm, but that one is not it doesn't happen as often. Also, I think it got boosted because Blocky was there. I mean, then again, the gang is really fun to go together, but I don't want to rely on that. And again, on the bottom, I have this, but this one is a short stream, like less than 2 hours, because I've done it rather quick. So it end up with just being low here. Could have been higher, I believe, but yeah, let me check my content section here, actually. Yeah, it's already on 930 views. It's almost 1,000 views. What the fuck? When did that even happen? Like, this is the one that I pinned on my channel, and it still only just managed to go over 100 views somehow. But I don't get it sometimes. I mean, then again, this kind of stuff is, this kind of videos tends to held up pretty well in the long term. So that's why I'm making more like, hell, if I try to sort it by most viewed, this stupid shit is still on the top. This garbage right here, the Comedy 600. I don't know if every single thing, but I've seen a lot of similar model that looks the same. People keep buying it, by the way, to the point that I have to put an update on the title, do not buy. Because people keep asking, do you have the software? I don't. It's gone. It's basically a lost media. Like, people still buying this because it's cheap. Don't cheap out on your wheel, guys, please. Also, it's kind of funny. The top 2 is the 2 things that I actually hate. I mean, at least it's informative because there is a reason why this thing is cheap. I don't know if they make any improvement on the 1999 model, but I don't want to touch another of the IPEGA model because holy shit, I hate 2 times of that. So, oh, by the way, somehow this managed to go to almost 3,000 views. That's amazing. What the fuck? So, yeah, this one is just stupid. Yeah, 12 dislike. Honestly, this was really bad. I still keep it public as a warning that you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't act like you know when you don't know what you're talking about. This is a lesson, guys. But yeah, some of my top views is either like review for stuff that I do, some DIY stuff that I found interesting. This one is really fun, by the way. When I finally decided to switch to swap out the joystick with the Sanwa. This is the Sanwa that I still use today, by the way. And this is honestly, I think the latest one that still held up pretty well, because I talk about New Gundam Breaker and my thought about it, and somehow this doesn't have any dislike. That's amazing. Wasn't expecting that. This one is such an old video. I already unlisted that. And again, with PSO2, I managed to make a lot of bad takes during my PSO2 days when I make content here. To the PSO2 community, I am sorry. Because, yeah, my young self really make a lot of bad takes, not gonna lie. I've changed, don't worry. I still make bad takes, but yeah. It's gonna be a matter of time before this video gonna overtake this 944 drift build. I'm gonna be a bit sad, but at the same time I'm gonna be a bit happy because that means I have more. So yeah, That's why I'm gonna try to make more videos about tech stuff. Maybe most of my controllers that I have, because I actually haven't really reviewed them. Like, I only do first impression and that's about it. So in the future I will do more of the review kind of video. Actually, one of them is gonna be in the works. I'm still making the script for it, which is the 8-bit Pro 2, because it still held up pretty well today. Except that I already demoed it to my mobile controller, because for PC controller I have my Hori Motion Aim, because one, it's wired, and two, it's the only controller that I have that doesn't use an analog trigger or Hall effect trigger. Even today. Like, I know people want that, yeah, I want all the features like analog or Hall effect trigger, the Hall effect joystick, which I kind of want that, to be honest. Which I do have one, but it's badly calibrated, which I'm gonna maybe talk about it in the future. And etc, right? Like on the fly profile switch as well. Like, sure, why not? But the thing with that is that you don't really need the Hall effect trigger if you don't plan on playing racing games. Like, I love how every single company like making it like, yeah, we need to have this Hall effect trigger. Mate, not every single game need that. In fact, it actually, I tried to do certain move on Ace Combat 7 where you have to press both trigger to do certain maneuver by default control, obviously, to do the emergency maneuver, I think it was called. I don't really remember. I hope Damgam is still here because he knows what I'm talking about, because he played Ace Combat 7 as well, or at least watch someone play it. That maneuver requires you actually press both trigger at the same time on default control. The thing is, to keep that consistent, when you're using an analog trigger, for whatever reason, it has to be super precise. I keep failing that to the point that, yeah, maybe this is not the plane, because there are some planes in Ace Combat 7 that cannot do that. The obvious example is the A10 Thunderbolt, because why would you want to see an A10 Thunderbolt to do Cobra maneuver or something, right? That's just ridiculous. So with analog trigger, I never able done it. When I try to switch it to the shoulder buttons, it works just fine on the plane that actually do it, which is really annoys me, because like that means it's actually a disadvantage if you have an analog trigger, Hall effect trigger, whatever it's called, but basically the one that's you can control your throttle if you play racing games. You only really need that if you play racing games. Guess how many people play racing games in casual mode? Not much. Even on F1 games, like, yeah, maybe there's a lot of people, but usually those people that buy it use steering wheel. I mean, there are some people that still use controller, obviously. In fact, there's a lot of them. But that's, honestly, I don't know. I want to debate with you guys, like, do we actually need Hall effect trigger on every single controller release that is not supposed to be used as a racing game controller? Like, is there any other case that we need that? Honestly, I am quite annoyed. Because, like, there are controllers that could have been really great if it's just a button. I mean, yeah, there are stuff like that. How about that? Those that modded their controller into a steering wheel. I mean, that one is fine, but again, it's for racing games. Also, that's already chosen by them to do that. That's a whole different thing. I'm talking about the one off the shelf that you just buy, you grab it off the shelf, maybe if you go into physical stores these days for, just to check it out directly. And take it, bring it home, and the next thing you play is like, what? Call of Duty? Or Battlefield? Or Street Fighter? I don't know why you want to play Street Fighter, because most of these controllers tend to have a really bad D-pad for that game. Or Tekken? Or Super Mario Bros. If you play on Switch with the controller that's compatible with that. And many more games. Like, most people doesn't really need that. So isn't Half-Life analog in the shoulder button is already enough for racing games? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but I'm talking about, like, I want to make it make this make the trigger just a button. Because the thing is, most people doesn't really need it. I know it sounds like a hot take, maybe it's a bad take even, but there is a reason why some of these pro controllers even have a trigger stop, isn't it? If you think about it. Like, if even the newest pro controller like Wolverine from Razer, or the Turtle Beach controller, etc., etc., which I don't have, but I've seen some review from Vkuda and who's the other guy? There is two people that I follow when it comes to controller, and they're really reliable in my opinion. Even though one of them can offend you quite a bit. Gold! Hello! Oh, I wasn't expecting you to be here. Hello there, buddy. I was just debating about controller, whether they should have a Hall effect trigger or just a button for, R2, L2 button. So yeah. I mean, mate, you break off the stealth. Of course, you're gonna get found out. What do you expect? So, yeah, like, okay, I want to ask to you guys. For a lot of us people, do we need that? Do we need the Hall effect trigger? I don't think so, right? They're wasting their money if they had to make two versions of the controller. Better if they just add the stopgap button instead. Well, that's kind of understandable in terms of cutting costs and stuff, but at the same time, they make the price ridiculous anyway, so what's the point of cutting costs? If you think about it, they already cut costs, and then they make the price super expensive. Then what's the point? I might as well just buy a cheaper controller that has the same feature. Sometimes these cheaper controllers last longer than expected. For example, the Ipega controllers, for whatever reason, as bad as it's built, somehow it lasts so long. Despite abuse by my friend, by the way. That's my friend's experience, because he used Ipega controller before. It was terrible, by the way. I don't know if the newer stuff that came out is much better, but good lord. I mean, I've never used them. Fair enough. See? Like, either you love it or hate it. You know what? True. I know a friend that actually love it. Like, I don't understand that. Like, oh my god, dude, it's really good. Like, come on, you should give it a go. Like, meanwhile, I already tried 2 of them and like, oh my god, this thing is terrible. Again, preference, I guess. But Ipega durability is surprisingly really resilient. It's so stupid. I don't know. I mean, in my case, I probably still use the Hall effect trigger. Obviously, because like I do play racing games from time to time. But other than that, I don't see any use of that Hall effect trigger. That's the thing. So it's end up being kind of a burden sometimes with some other games because like the travel distance is much longer than a normal button, right? Been eyeing it some of the iPega controller. One of it has a Dreamcast controller, which I love. Wait, really? What model is it? I want to see it. Let me see. Because I do love talking about controllers, by the way. Even though I'm not the expert of it, I do love to talk about it. But yeah. So okay, yeah, it's quite off topic, but I was talking about future content at first, but it's gonna veer off because I talk about controllers so much because that's gonna be my review in the future. I have one that's currently in the works, which is Aikido Pro 2. I have been using it like a long time now, like probably 2 years now, which is impressive actually. And what else? I do have the Fantech WGP14, the early model. If I save type on another device, can't remember the model name. Understandable. I do have the Fantech WGP14. This one, I'm just gonna say it's alright, but the texture, trigger, shoulder buttons in general, on the long period is actually not that great. So, Sega Dreamcast controller, I see. I do have, obviously, my Hori Motion Aim, which is my favorite because the trigger is just button, so everything that I do instantly clicks. And there is one more that I have, but I don't think I should review it because it's just garbage by comparison with the other 3 that I have. Simply because it's a cheap Rexus controller because it's just one of those OEM controller that they dropship. So, yeah. Another thing that I want to do in the future is more like, should I say short content form? I kind of want to try it again, like a more proper one, because in the past, I actually just do something like, what? Highlights? Yeah, it's just highlights over highlights over highlights. I haven't done it for a long time now because my auto highlight creator button is not working, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, the last one I make is for GBO2. I quit that game, by the way. But yeah, wanted for a long time to build a small arcade cabinet, so kind of went through a lot of gaming hardware stuff. Oh, yeah, arcade cabinet is actually really cool. Like, I want to have one, but no space, no money for it. They're kind of expensive, mostly because of the material for the cabinet itself. I mean, the part itself can be expensive if you pick the quality one, obviously. I mean, you can cheap out on it, but I want to make it feel nice at least. And yeah, I do have a few arcade stick. Well, by a few, I mean just 2. I have the idea, but don't have the money and tools. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You always have that idea, like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then just Where's the money? Okane doko? It's always like that, isn't it? Like, where's the money? Where's the tools? Happens a lot. And yeah, see, them gonna understand. I think everyone understand that here. Like the closest thing you could do, Subairo. Do I pronounce it like that? Subairo? Yeah. Is built up an arcade stick because that's quite easy, to be honest, like on the cheaper side compared to an entire cabinet, right? And if you eventually have your own cabinet, you can move your arcade stick parts directly to your cabinet. So, you know, it's one way to do it. Try building it using pallet wood or mod an existing cabinet or table. Yeah, I mean the best way probably mod it through an existing cabinet or table. I mean, oh yeah, I remember. Canva actually make their own cabinet style arcade stick featuring their own parts, by the way, which is Canva graffiti parts. Those are actually really interesting because, like, it's called Canva 2009, I believe. Yeah, it's Canva 2009 arcade. Looks pretty interesting, in my opinion, because you have a built-in PC mount on it, and it has a built-in arcade stick basically on the table, and there is an option for 1 player or 2 player for that. So that's one way to do it, but I don't think it's a good idea if you because it's kind of expensive. Like on their side, the player one version that costs $900. Oh, damn game! I think that's your connection, not me. So, yeah, the Canva 2009 arcade, the P1 version is $900 currently on discount, just under $700. And then there is the 2-player version, which is $1,000. It's not economical at all. But you can just buy the base, by the way, which is $200, and then you can build up with the woods. So, yeah. Well, it's $500, but it's currently on discount, so it's $200. Still expensive, fuck's sake. Buying authentic arcade components are very expensive. I might just go Pico machine with eGPU and make the cabinet itself a PC tower. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually perfectly fine. As long as it works, as long as it displays, that's fine. If anything, I start building my arcade stick with cardboard and bootleg parts back then. I still have the bootleg parts used today, by the way. Where is it? I have the video of it. This one. This is not exactly when I build it, but I'm just gonna show you a little bit here. Not exactly the initial build, but this is when I decided to switch up the parts to the JLF. That's a nice part. It's kind of like PC, but much more easy to upgrade because a lot of parts are compatible to each other so easily. This is using cardboard box and an acrylic panel that I drill myself, which, by the way, I hurt my finger while making it. I'm gonna show you on the bigger picture here. No need to play the video though. Just some feel here. Look at this. That is an Asus laptop box that I built it from. And yes, because the Chinese joystick is not really built in an exact way, I actually misaligned the holes for the Sanwa, so yeah, this is the GLF joystick, by the way. And in the past, I actually bought it directly from... Is it Arcade Shop? No, it's Focus Attack. From Focus Attack. FocusAttack.com. That is active still today, by the way. And it's just... Oh my god. It was much better than the Chinese bootleg part, and the button, I finally switched it just last year. So, okay, let me just... Like... Look, this is how I open it. This is the inside. Look, I want to build an arcade controller using keyboard button instead. Might be bulky, but kind of like the idea of using specific switches. Also making it a hitbox. You can do that. You can do that. People already did it. People already did it. I've seen someone that actually just buy a used mechanical keyboard, get rid of a lot of the switches, and then only left a few that so they can use it as an arcade controller. People done that already. I've seen that on r/Vxstick. It's really cool. And then they cover the entire hole with the vinyl wrap. So you can you absolutely can't make it like that. Said that arcade parts are getting lesser being sold online. That really depends on where you looking around. If I must say, the easiest one is go into a central, like a proper site like FocusAttack.com. I mean, in r/Vxstick there is a lot of site lists for that. So you should absolutely check around on r/Vxstick. They have a lot of resources for who is selling, who is creating, etc., etc. Don't go to Temu. Don't. I know the price may be very tempting, but no, please don't. If you want something at least working, don't go to Temu. But yeah, see? Box. Oh. I even have a Velcro to secure the box from opening by accident. Yeah, this was amazing build. Of course, I do have another build that I have currently using, which is this one right here, 2023 build. Mostly moving the parts from there and get some new parts here and there. And this one is using ABS box and an acrylic panel as well. Oh, by the way, someone actually subscribed, so thank you for subscribing. And yeah, this is the coolest part, by the way. I'm gonna have to abandon that cool part though on my new build because it doesn't fit the placement anymore. Like, look at this. I'm gonna mute myself here. Like, yeah, look at that. I really love that part. That is one of the coolest thing that I've done to my arcade stick. I even have a handle to carry around my stuff here and there. and a place to wrap around my cable. Good stuff. One of the best one that I made so far. Not really made myself because I actually commissioned someone to build this for me for the box itself, but then I have to drill some of extra stuff to make sure that it fits my need. And yes, I have transparent stuff, have an artwork on it, etc, etc. So good stuff, right? Guess I can build an arcade stick using a box. Yes, you definitely can. Hell, you can just buy the parts and then use the shipping box as your case. That's how easy it is, because it's literally just arcade parts inside a box. That's what an arcade stick is. You can just use the bloody box that they mailed in and then just use that and just build it from there. It's that easy. It's not that hard building one. Trust me on that. I've tried it. It's really fun. The tool wise, that's gonna be the only real problem in my opinion. But in the long run though, you learn more, because I've kept seeing people in the r/5stick asking like, how do I do this? How do I do that? Like, they don't even, they're actually scared to open up their arcade stick, by the way, some of them. So yeah, don't do that on your mom's favorite Tupperware. You're going to die. That's a dangerous thing to do. Whatever you do, do not touch your favorite mom's Tupperware, because that's gonna cause you a problem if you try to do that. Unless it's used for food. The only time that you are allowed to touch it is for food. That's it. Other than that, don't. But yeah, my favorite build so far until I got my Gamester C2, which I buy it simply because out of curiosity as to like, how does it feel to have a pre-built one, like the one that you just get off the shelf. I actually buy that. It's used, obviously. I only do it on live stream, so no proper picture. Because, yeah, this is from another live stream. Using your mom's Tupperware is the quickest way of being sent to the upper room. If you have an upper room at all. If not, well, you're on the roof. Okay, let me see. Yeah. This is the arcade stick. This one is Gamester C2. I make a review of it, by the way, at the beginning of this year. Man, this looks like an Inception. Look at this. I have multiple of my overlay on top of another. Oh, let me search for the required part. You only need buttons, the PCB board, and, well, hell, if you just going levelless like hitbox style, you only need buttons and the PCB. You only need buttons, PCB board, and the cables, and that's about it. If you need joystick, then add joystick, and that's it. It's that simple. I like the design pre-built of Pico controller, low profile hitbox. I want to see that because I haven't have a look on that. Oh, by the way, when I open it up, this is how it looks like on the inside. Yeah, see? This one comes with sandwall parts directly. It's really cool. I got this for $60, by the way. It's such a steal. By comparison, it's such a steal. You have access to a bunch of screws here. The cable, you can just plug it off. It's that simple. I don't really plug it off to switch it. I just plug it off because I need to get into the artwork, because I only do an artwork switch and switching the spring tension. That's about it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm actually doing a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, this one I already done that. Yeah, this is how it looks once you remove all the parts, by the way. See, it's just a box. It's just a bunch of box. It's just a box filled with electronic parts. That's about it. You can change it to anything you like. Cardboard box, acrylic built box, metal box, plastic box. You can do whatever you want. Okay, let me just show you the end result immediately. This is the end result. A bit covered. Is there a better view somewhere? There is a better view here. Yeah, there it is. Come on. Hands, go away. Oh my god, go away, Shikai. Okay, where is... Okay, there it is. Yeah. I based this on Kiro Aya, which is a friend of mine in the Vtuber space. And yeah, white bathtub, new artwork. Yes, it's pink, I know, but you can do whatever you want. The pizza box mod was the craziest one I've seen, and the story goes is that they jerry rig it for their tournament. Oh my god. That's amazing. I've seen what they call a Potemkin controller, by the way. That one is ridiculous. Like, it's just buttons everywhere. And then he just slide his hand over the buttons to do an SPD. Like, it's really, really dumb. That Potemkin optimized controller is just really, really dumb. And it's actually usable, by the way. It's actually usable. It's so dumb. Like, can I actually find it on YouTube right now, actually? Let me see. Yeah, this one. It's called Potemkin Hitbox. Look at that button! Can I zoom it? I can. Okay. Look at this button! That's ridiculous! Is this the same pizza box button, by the way? I don't think so. But good lord, it even has a protected switch here. Like an on-off switch, as if like he's operating something dangerous. Ankle gator, like, you mad lad. I mean, on some games, hitbox with multiple buttons like this is not bad. Like, the only thing that end up with being banned with the SOCD regulation and stuff is like in what? Capcom Pro Tour, right? To be fair, playing Potemkin is a rocket science to begin with. What do you mean? What do you mean it's a rocket science? You just grab. I don't play Guilty Gear, so I just act like I know again. But from what I've seen, he just grabbed. Okay? I should buy Guilty Gear at this point, haven't I? Just to see what's happened. But good fucking lord, he just slid his hand to do an SPD. It's dumb. He's basically Iron Tiger on steroids. Fair. That's fair. That is a fair assumption, considering both games is actually from R.A.O.C anyway. This build is so dumb. I'm not even mad. R.A.O.C doesn't ban this kind of controller, by the way, as far as I know. So you can actually compete in their tournament. But in another tournaments like Tekken, Street Fighter, there is a limitation to that. So check the rules first before you want to build something. The 720 circles literally made me destroy my PS3 controller. Really? Oh my god. I'm glad I don't do grappler. I mean, I started with Noel, so I just smash buttons. So yeah. Noel's work is very good. I love it. Anyway, welcome to the channels. Yeah, it has been a while. But yeah, because Tiger's Astral Hit requires you to pull 720. Oh. Oh. God damn. Yeah, I still don't know how people does a 720 on arcade stick. That is ridiculous. Like, I can't even do one SPD. That's 2 SPD in a single move. Yeah. If you haven't hate yourself enough, play Tiger. No thanks. I'm good. I'm good. I'll just play Noel and Ass. Thank you very much. Actually, I tried Izayoi as well. Izayoi is really fun. So, Styles character is kind of hard to understand sometimes, so it's something that I need to get used to. But yeah, this button, this is ridiculous. Yeah, see, he even has the shot here. Like, yeah. And you still can cheat, by the way, even though with SOC decliner. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going to do a live stream on swapping the box from my old box to the new box because I have a new build for my box. So yeah, no, it's considerably difficult to play if you're actually going for true follow-ups. Well, yeah, but I'm kind of thankful to Noel actually because like if a character like Noel never existed in BlazBlue, I wouldn't even get into fighting game in the first place. Like, I wouldn't even try to think about getting good. Because Noel is such a fun character for me. Like, oh my god, she's so easy to use. Simply because the drive button, do whatever you want, and then the follow-up is just use the either light, medium, or heavy attack. And then she just keeps going. I think Alpha in Strife actually does the same, is it? So, yeah, I'm actually really happy that Noel exists because, like, otherwise I wouldn't even try fighting games as much. Because in the past I tried, like, Tekken 4. Yeah, Tekken 4 because they have such a wild stage in Tekken 4. And then what? King of Fighter on Nokia N-Gate. Yes, my friend has an N-Gate and I play together with my friends on his N-Gate to play KLF. It's really hilarious. So yeah, now we have freaking... You call it Victor. Victor isn't that hard to fight, to be honest, once you understand what they're doing. Like, yeah, it's a bit tricky to get used to Victor. But then again, we have Andy coming back, so middle finger right there. Eddie Gordo with the classic just smash button 3. Oh my god. I swear to god, there is literally a stream where guys set up so the control will just do press 3 over and over again for the entire match, and people doesn't know how to deal with it. Like, if you know how, like the thing with fighting game, okay? The thing with fighting game, you need to know how to deal with something in order to get through their defense of their offense, right? He actually made it to Vanguard. Holy shit. Oh my god. Good lord. It's ridiculous, I swear. It's mostly because people doesn't understand how to deal with Addy. Like, I've seen people complain a lot on Twitter, like, oh my god, Addy is so broken, blah 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 blah. Like, yes, he has a lot of mix up and stuff. He has a lot of option to do things, but then if you understand how it works, you know how to punish him. He's really punishable, not gonna lie. I don't know it yet because I don't have much experience with it. But understanding fighting game in general, like, if you know what certain move does, you will easily get through them. Cause yeah, just spam. Cause honestly, on lower rank, you can get through spam rather easily because people forget to guard or people just want to attack, etc., etc. Myself included, obviously. But once you get into the higher rank where people understand what this guy is doing, they will get through you really easy. Like, I've seen a video by VDX showing a newcomer doing things, so it's really something, alright. The craziest part is some math lab made a script so that the game will register the input at that to add the Advoila gold content. Yeah. If anything, that shows the majority of the community is still not understand how to play it yet. I think that's the perfect conclusion to that, in my opinion, because like people can get through certain rank, yes, but do they know how to deal with certain things? Because again, basic fundamentals, the moment you understand it, you can get through it. Okay, what's the real comedy here? Wait, what? There is a B spam Ragna? That was a thing? Really? That's actually a thing? Hang on, I want to know. Oh, I remember. Is it the medium cake? The standing medium cake, right? The 5B. Yeah, that cake is just stupid. Yeah, that kick is really stupid. And somehow it keeps going into R.A.O.C's other games. Somehow. that kick has such a good range. It's so stupid. I mean, it's kind of minus on block, right? But it's still something that if you don't know how to deal with, you're gonna get hit by that. Isn't that kick then dash repeat? I don't really remember, but yeah. It's so broken, even Lost Saga did the same properties as its second comb. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh my god, that is... Yeah. That thing is so good. It actually made it into Lost Saga in the crossover. Oh, I miss Lost Saga, to be honest. It was a pretty fun game. It's basically dead for me today. Ragnar 2 hits Shadow Assassin's full hold. Oh my god. It's something, alright. You always find some of that you will consider as bullshit, and people agree with that. You can hate it, yes, but it is what it is. Like, oh yeah, the Shadow Assassin's full hold D is just guard break completely. It's so stupid. It's guard break half feint and combo that with the second hit of Ragnar. That's basically a feint. Oh my god, I still remember that. Don't even get me started with Hazama in Lost Saga, doing air combos while lagging. Oh, oh my god, that is such a nostalgia. That one is so stupid. Hazama is as annoying as he can get. Okay. Hazama, Terumi. It plays with your mental health. Not gonna lie. I want to see the B spam in action. Maybe someday we will revisit Blast Blue Central Fiction and play that game again. I don't know if when, but we'll see. But what if his Axis Works collab premiums in Lost Saga is freaking broken with the unique mercs? Soulbet Gas Reform is crazy, yeah. Yeah, that was really something, alright. Good lord. It's a hell on its own, okay? It's a hell on its own. But yeah. So yeah, in the future, I'm gonna do some controller review, that the one that I already have first, and maybe branch out a little bit with something that I want to see, or I'm kinda interested of something really interesting. Yeah, I hope you look forward to that. So, and there you go. That's how you to play Soul in Lost Saga, and the Trooper plus Shaman combo, and you're good to go. Oh my god, the classic. Basically almost infinite combo. That is so broken back then. Not as much by today, but it used to be such a broken stuff. Because there is much more broken stuff on the one that I've seen on the current server that's still active, but yeah. They still doesn't nerf that? What? What the hell? So it's only the game school version that's got a nerf. Okay then. Oh, that is such a bullshit. Oh, the thing with free-to-play games and different nerfing for different servers is just so stupid. That shouldn't be a thing. If a server got nerfed, the other server should get hit by it as well. Broken, we call it balanced and engaging. Oh my god, don't get me started with that words, because that reminds me of Cosmic Break. Cosmic Break is so stupid in terms of balancing, even today. I love that game for its quirks and stuff, but holy fuck, the balance is so stupid. They give a fade to Shaman's second hit. What the fuck? Why? Why? I don't even play this game I don't even play that game for such a long time. It just makes me question just why. Yes, there is Cosmic Break that is still running called Cosmic Break Universal. The server is as much as you expect in terms of population, so don't expect too much. Balancing is still stupid though. But yeah, I don't know about Get Tempered 2 though. Get Tempered 2, I never touched it sadly. Because I was so hyped with Cosmic Break when I find it out back then. We play? I don't know. Cyberstep still active, yes. Well, it's not really in a good way right now, but they're still there. You can find it on Steam, by the way. Yeah, they have 15 games on Steam. So mostly visual novel. But they do have C21 Onigiri and Cosmic Break still running at least, so there is that. Not Get Empathy though, sadly. At this point, Cosmic Break is sort of a corpse. Yeah, it's practically a zombie. I mean, if you still want to live the good old days, you can do that. They changed quite a bunch of stuff when they re-released it as a universal, but yeah, I'm good. I'm good with it though. I already have my fun on that. I still love the community though. There certainly doesn't hold back when it comes to words, but for the most part, I do love them because they're basically a part of my channel back then. Some may hate me, some may love me, but yeah. What do you mean, search history? Huh? YouTube is giving me Yandere like novel game when searching Cyberstep. Yeah, that's the thing. They release so much like novel. Well, not really like novel, visual novel. But yeah, like what do they have here? Amane Switch, Dark Reflections, Shori no Kotoha, Mischief Dungeon Live, Doki Doki Family, Sengoku Princess, Am I Kind-Hearted, Savage Hypnotis Puppets. Wait, is this anti-game? Don't tell me no, it's not. I think it's not at least. But it's close, I guess, but what the fuck? The chat looks amazing. The chat is broken. My CSS doesn't work. I don't hate you, that's for sure. Thanks, I guess. As long as you're not doing spam B, Ragna, you're good. I don't play Ragna, don't worry about it. Oh, iced teas. But yeah, it was something, alright. Curious to ask, have you ever tried doing a stream where you try out bad fighting game? I technically did with one. Like, it's like the developer was with me, unfortunately, so I cannot really go too harsh on it. But it's really janky. Shikai plays Kasumi Ninja soon? Wait, what's a Kasumi Ninja? What? Hang on, what is that? I only found Kasumi costume for Dead or Alive 6. It's a Mortal Kombat rip-off with the worst Chara Select user interface ever. Oh wow. Okay, what? I'm curious, what is that? Kasumi Ninja. There is a Wikipedia for it. What the hell? Kasumi Ninja, the worst fighting game. Kasumi Ninja Atari Jaguar. Oh, I don't know if I could do that because I don't have the console for it, or I don't know how to emulate it. After the first Guilty Gear, oh my god, that's such a bad timing. Considering Guilty Gear become an instant classic. Oh god, that is such a bad timing. Yeah, Atari Jaguar. Oh. That's not a console that you know being good. I never touched it, I never seen it, but the moment I've seen a list of a video like the worst console ever made, and it's gonna be in there somehow. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not though. But don't even get me started with Will of the Warrior. I do know that one. I think it was. Oh my god, let me see if I remember. If I remember it. Yeah, made by 3DO. Oh no. Oh no. I look at the. Yeah. I think I've seen it before, like, oh god. I think there is one that is actually good, actually, which is called the Dong Dong Lord. Was it something like that? I forgot what it's called, but yeah. Sorry, you have to see that. Hey, you know what? Historical fighting game is really interesting, okay? Like, there are so many niche fighting game to the point that you kind of wonder, like, what the hell is this? It's a gem, but you don't want to know where that gem was hidden, kind of, yeah, by when it comes to Atari Jaguar. I don't know, can you actually emulate Kasumi Ninja somewhere? I'm curious. There is a ROM for it. Oh, there is arcade spot that you can play it online. The BIOS kind of rare. Oh. There is a site that you can play it online directly, actually. Is it though? Yeah, you can play it online. Okay. Tattoo Assassins on Mame. Tattoo Assassin, what the hell? Why is it called Tattoo Assassin? I just look at the pictures and immediately like, what the hell is this? Another Mortal Kombat inspired game. Okay. Man, 90s game is wild when it comes to fighting game, isn't it? Apparently it even has an arcade machine back then. Huh, that's interesting. That is actually interesting. Information is pretty limited. Okay. It was made by the screenwriter of Back to the Future. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that because a game like that I tend to forget because, you know, emulation and stuff. But if I get the chance, I will give it a go. Just for the heck of it. But yeah. Good lord. Why is it even a thing? Yeah, why am I even sharing it now that I think about it? Okay. But yeah. At some point I should go try Guilty Gear Strive because some of my friends actually tried to invite me to play it, but right now I couldn't really buy it because I'm waiting for Gundam Breaker 4, which is, by the way, that's another future content I'm going to do because I'm looking forward to the new Gundam Breaker. It's been almost 10 years since Gundam Breaker 3, and the last few Gundam Breaker before Gundam Breaker 4 is not very good. So yeah, very productive stream indeed, because you don't want to suffer alone. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of which, what controller are you guys using so far? Like, the one that you really like, the one that you impress you the most, or you have a strong impression whether it's good or bad? Because I do like controller a lot actually. So from the demo I played, it was very fun. Ooh, okay. Using Neo Geo X arcade stick. Wait, you have the Neo Geo X arcade stick? Hang on. Is it the one that looks curvy? Is it the curvy arcade stick that you can also play Neo Geo games directly from it? I think that's pretty cool. This one, right? This is the one. Oh, Neo Geo X. Okay. Neo Geo X. Okay, that doesn't show anything. Let me find somewhere else. Oh! Oh! Oh, this one! This one! Is it? The one with the 4 buttons? Oh, that... Yeah, I've seen that. That thing is very cool. Pretty compact too, by the way. Yeah, that's really cool actually. Sorry, I've only been on the keyboard my whole life. That's why I'm leaning more towards getting a hitbox instead. It's understandable, Subairo, because it's really easy to transition from keyboard to hitbox style, because you don't really need to adapt as much compared to using an arcade stick. Did you mod this, by the way, Jazz, at some point? Because I don't think otherwise you can use it outside of the Neo Geo X console itself, right? Or do you have an adapter for it? But yeah, this is really cool actually. Classic 4 buttons. Yeah, makes sense. PCB and shit. Are you using the Brook PCB board? Brook PCB. Either that or the GP2040 CE for it. Yeah. Yeah, that shit is actually pretty cool. I mean, to be fair, most fighting games, you only really need 4 buttons anyway, basically. Oh, the CE converter thing. I see. Not that I hate arcade stick or controller, it's just that I didn't grow up with it. Maybe with the console, only PC. Well, you still can use those controllers on PC if you want to give it a go. But, you know, maybe not a priority. Because the priority is like, do what you really want first, and then spread to the other stuff. So, yeah. How difficult to mod this thing, by the way? I kind of wonder. Because this thing is really small. I think the button is not standard as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, looking at the button stuff here, this thing won't be able to use a sandwall button or something similar to it. But yeah, it took your dad 4 weeks to finish the soldering and figuring out the board jumpers. Oh my god, you actually manually solder it to make it work. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of work. That's actually genuinely a lot of work. I can only do basic soldering currently, so figuring out the wiring and stuff, that's still out of my reach. I want to try that at some point in the future. Because I have the multimeter to check on stuff, but yeah. It uses some kind of proprietary protocols to the Neo Geo X console itself. Oh. Yeah, to be fair, most electronics in the past doesn't really have any real standard. So that's one of the things that you need to overcome usually. Hell, even keyboard from older days cannot really directly plug into the modern computers simply because they have a different protocol. That's really, really difficult. Oh, my nose is runny for some reason. My nose didn't have phlegm in it before, but now it does. Out of nowhere. I think I got sick just now. But yeah. I do love DIY stuff because it's just really fun to do, to be honest. Cost is the only thing that make it not fun. Everything else, it's actually kind of fun to do. But it was a collaborative effort between me and my dad. He's a big fan of the first Final Fantasy? Oh, Fatal Fury. Okay. Oh my god. Fatal Fury though. And then they have Garo City of the Wolf gonna be releasing soon, right? That'll be really cool. This game. Yeah, they already released a bunch of stuff. This looks really awesome. Got sick from gaming? Blasphemous. No, I'm not sick from gaming. Don't worry. But yeah. Maybe I will try this at some point. The director of the first Street Fighter game is actually the guy who made the first Fatal Fury and the entire Garo anthology. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, first Street Fighter though. The reputation of the input issue is really amazing actually. Yeah, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. People saying Street Fighter 1 was bad and never tried Human Killing Machine, which was planned to be an American exclusive sequel to SF. Okay. Human Killing Machine. Oh god. Oh yeah, I can see why it's intended to be American exclusive just simply by looking at some of the picture. So you have to see that number 3. It's okay. I really like this classic font though, of the Human Killing Machine title font. That looks really classic, actually, like a classic comic book title font. But yeah, gameplay wise though, what the hell? I mean, then again, I believe video games, it really has its own charm with this kind of graphic at the end of the day, right? So 5 autos air. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but at least you survive. Okay? At least we all survived, because I was already born when 98 happens, okay? Oh yeah, the Soul Edge. Yeah, the early Soul Edge is actually really cool. Never played it myself, but I've seen the gameplay before. That thing is awesome. That thing looks awesome. It's still held up today, in my opinion. Let me check just to be sure. Yeah, it's still held up really well today. Did you grow up to be an awesome individual? True. True indeed. Yeah, Soul Edge graphics still held up pretty well today. Like, it has art style. Just because you're old doesn't mean you cannot have a good hobby, right? Just enjoy, you know. You still have time, enjoy it. We don't know our time when it's our time at the end of the day. Just enjoy it. Okay, yeah, Soul Edge is such a classic though. Soul Calibur 2. Oh, you still have it? Damn. I only managed to play it a little bit on my cousin's PS3, but that's about it. I kinda want to try the newer one, but I don't know. The latest Soul Calibur is having a bad review, as far as I heard, right? Soul Calibur 6 is not bad, I see. It's just purist being purist. Ah. I mean, then again, that's just how it is with fighting game players sometimes. It's understandable though. Us fighting game player doesn't really like when a stable franchise change in a way that's not intended. As a fans, at least. I mean, look at what happened to Tekken 8 as an example. People really hate that system with the hit engager, right? Hit engager, hit burst, etc., etc. Like, I'm kind of biased because that's actually a pretty cool system. Simply because I'm not really into Tekken that much in the past. I kind of want to get into it more. And I just happened to be in the right time. Sam Show 3 being hated? Really? I do play the latest one at least. I did play a little bit of Sam Show before, but the damage is ridiculous on that game. Yeah, where's my Sam Show? Let me check. I haven't installed it, I believe, but it still has the beta lettering for whatever reason. It's no longer have the beta title. I'm kind of confused sometimes. But I main Iroha, by the way, because nice looking lady. And the funny part about Iroha is she cannot sprint because of her stance. So it's kind of hard to close in into enemies sometimes. Tekken is the latest one, yes. But it's kind of hard to run with low-end PC. Hell, my PC is considered mid-end during 2017. Now it's really struggling on that game. Samsho 5 brought back the mechanics of the first Samsho and as an extended mechanic, and people actually like that. Ah, I see. Yeah, by the way, I main Iroha on Samsho. Pretty fun character, like if we're talking about the mechanic alone itself, pretty fun character, but you know why I'm picking Iroha. I'm pretty sure everyone knows why I'm picking Iroha. I am so sorry, but I'm just a normal guy, okay? Nakoruru, okay. That one is a classic, I think. Also, she's pretty fun because she can fly with, what's her bird name? Hatomaru? No, it's not Hatomaru. I think is it? I'm trying to remember. And the blue ninja guy. Oh, I do know that guy. Yeah. Galford. Okay. Bruh, you did him dirty, come on. Come on, dude. The Y is really far away from L, come on. Come on, you cannot do that typo. You did him dirty. Oh well. But yeah. Yeah, I main Iroha. And she's one of the few that cannot sprint. There was a few that cannot do that, right? But Iroha is really fun because she has a tiger knee move as well that you can do. So really fun to try. Can't blame autocorrect with that one. No way that's an autocorrect. There is no way. I refuse. I mean, we do know why you like Iroha. Yeah. There is a lot of reasons though, but at the end of the day, her playstyle kind of fits me, so I do like it. The only downside to Iroha, again, there is no dash. Well, the others can dash in the Samsho reboot here. But yeah, I kind of want to play Samsho more. But last time I tried to install it, I cannot really play online for some reason. I don't know why. As long as it's not DLA 5, I'm good. Hey, to be fair, DLA 5 actually plays really well. And, well, again, people love the fan service. That's normal at the end of the day. People have preference, right? You can hate it. Yeah, that's you. Others can love it. That's normal. Everyone has their own opinion at the end of the day. So I look at DOA 6 and like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on with that game? they try so hard to be an esports game. Guys, don't make your game to don't be so hard to make into an esports. I hate it because of the balance. Version 1.2 Kasumi. I mean, then again, Dead or Alive is not exactly a competitive game to begin with, okay? Which, it's fine. Not every single game has to be a competitive game. That's my opinion, okay? Because if every single game being a competitive game sweat fast, it's not gonna be fun. You need variety at the end of the day, right? You need some games that's just casual fun, like Dragon Ball Z Fighters, for example. Well, just an example because The dreaded Jump Force. I hate that game so much. Mostly because I don't know how to deal with how my cousins play it. But there is casual fun, and then there is some more serious stuff like Tekken, you know, Street Fighter, etc. You need variety at the end of the day. Like, there are games that you just play to have fun. Oh my god, I missed the Battle Stadium. Yes, that was really good. That game was really fun. Man, all games tend to be really good, isn't it? The R.A.O.C as an esports game is crazy. That is like saying Senran Kagura should be an Olympic game. Yeah, like why they try to make it an Olympic game? I still kinda baffled that Senran Kagura team decided, you know what, we don't allow fan service anymore. That's just weird. Like, why don't you just make a new franchise at that point? Like, just shut it down if you don't like what you did, instead of trying to use that name title. Like, I know people has their own opinion about Senran Kagura. Some people love it, some people hate it because, well, you know, it's understandable. But as the developers, some people, you should just, if you don't want to continue what you've been making because, you know, you have a change of heart for whatever reason, do not use the same title and bring it to supposedly a newer audience stuff. I swear to God, whatever an audience. Who is the modern audience? I swear. No. It's a legitimate question for me. Who? I don't see the reason why. That's for sure. But that's just me, I guess. Dead or Alive Extreme says hello. I mean, to be fair to Dead or Alive Extreme, the people that goes there is the people that played Dead or Alive for the fan service to begin with, okay? I haven't touched it. Yeah. Not yet, at least. I don't know. I don't feel like I want to play that game. Especially considering there is an actual full-blown hentai anyway, so I might as well just play that at that point. That's my opinion about it. But yeah, Senran Devs, I don't want to see horny anymore. I want to be happy. The lead developer of Senran Dev is actually is already out of their team, and then make Dolphin Wave, which is a mobile game about jet ski, which it actually looks really fun, genuinely, because I kind of love jet ski. Like, look, I love vehicles, like, I love cars, I love motorcycles, I love aircraft. Okay, maybe not battleship, but tanks. Well, I do love battleships, but if it's Azur Lane of Kantai collection, but yeah. The thing is, with Dolphin Wave, it's basically making something that's we haven't seen for a very long time. A jet ski game. A jet ski games. I haven't seen a jet ski game in a very long time that is good. I tried. I'm so desperate for one. I tried. Where is it? Where is it? It's on racing category at some point, right? Sports. Okay. Wait, where is it? That's all okay. I tried Kandagawa Jet Girls because I'm so desperate for a jet ski games for a very long time. Like, I want the new one. I mean, Wave Race 64, I tried it a little bit. It is pretty fun, but Well, there's no but actually. It's just like once you're done, you kind of want another game, right? I mean, you can play it over and over, yeah, sure, but sometimes you just want something new. Like, I want a modern one. Like, I want to see the modern rendition that's actually good. I even tried Kandagawa Jet Girls, and it's kind of disappointing because they rely so much on stats for difficulty. Like, at starting stage, on the story mode, I could almost lap one of the AI racer in there. It's that bad. And I increase the difficulty. They take the same line. I don't change my stats because I haven't unlocked anything yet. At the time, I haven't played since after the stream because I'm kind of disappointed about it. Like, they take the same line as the easy one, except now they have a better stats, so they can run away much faster. That's it. I could keep up on the third as per usual because that's the role of racing games. AI somehow gets super slow around the corner, but the moment it's just a straight line, they just gone simply because they have a better stats. That's it. It's bad. Like, yeah, maybe they should have added like a rubber band mechanic and stuff, but that's just a band-aid, you know? Rubber band mechanic is a band-aid most of the time. So, I'm kind of disappointed. I want to try the Dolphin Wave at some point, but I think it was on DMM Games. Is it? Let me check. Not really. I could actually directly download the game through other means, actually. So yeah, most of my counts as a racing game. That's a betting game. It's literally an RNG fest like Kante Collection. I swear. Uma Musume is literally an RNG fest. Because you don't know what happened when you try to train those horse girls, okay? It's basically gambling without money, if you want to say it like that. Unless you pay for winning. Now that's basically gambling with money. Without a reward, by the way. Like a real reward aside from the game achievement, right? Because once you get into the race, you basically just watch them. So, yeah. What do you do about it? Right? They do have a really cool design characters though. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the designs from Uma Musume actually looks really good. Sorry about that. I don't follow Uma Musume that much though. I only follow it as a secondary since my cousin loves playing it. In fact, currently he's actually goes to Japan to watch the Uma Musume concert. Yeah, he literally did. He literally did just fly to Japan just to do that. He's an amazing guy, not gonna lie. I cannot deny that at all. He's my role model at this point. But yeah, that's Uma Musume for you. I heard they have a more casual game gonna be released on PC. Like, kinda like a party games, right? Let me check, is it there? Yeah, there is Uma Musume Pretty Derby Party Dash. I kinda want to play that. It's a literal party game, so would be really fun, yeah? Thought you were gonna say he literally went there to watch the horse race. He probably does. I don't know. He probably does it as well. But I don't think there is a schedule for a horse race with like a main horse race currently, so I don't know. But then again, he's enjoying his life. Oh my god, I just realized this party game is actually made by Psy Games and Arc System Works. Arc System works on this? Really? Dude, look at this. I don't remember, but apparently Arc System is working on this game as well. That's surprising. That is genuinely surprising. Dude. I mean, to be fair, they are contracted by Psy Games, so it's understandable. It's a 2D sprites game. I mean, Arc is quite specialized on 2D sprites, so this is just no exception at this point. It looks really nice though. Look at that pixel art. That looks really nice. Oh, you can even decorate your club room. Okay, yeah, this would be a really fun game, I think. I'm gonna give it a go. I mean, Psy Games, look. I remember a story from my cousin about Psy Games actually bought an entire house of horse. Is it House of Horse? I don't really know what's the word. But basically, you know, an entire place, just because they cannot get the license for certain horse, they just buy the entire thing and make it licensable for themselves. That's how strong Psy Games are. Like, Psy Games is surprisingly a big name right now. I mean, to be fair, they get a lot of those money from Grand Blue Fantasy players, so thanks GBF player. Thank you so much for the patronage. I mean, Grand Blue Fantasy is basically okay. Grand Blue Fantasy to Psy Games is basically what Genshin to MiHoYo. Except this is the sad part. Psy Games still quite generous from time to time, okay? Yeah, speaking of Grand Blue, do you play the fighting game as well? I did play the previous version. I want to buy the new one, but when they release it, they try to resell it in full price, as if it is technically a new game with full roster from the previous game already released, but that's kind of turned me off at the time, so I decided to just go with Tekken. Look where I am now. I don't even play it that much. I want to go back to Tekken though, but we'll see. Where is it? How much hours do I spend so far on Tekken 8? Surprisingly 43 hours. That's surprising actually. I played that long. Okay. But yeah, I do have the previous version, which is just Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Not with complete DLC though. So yeah. But then again, if I want to buy with the complete DLC, might as well just buy the, what is it? The new game. The base game is actually the full version of the original Versus, so yeah, I don't see why not. So I'm gonna wait for discount, obviously. take an arc stream, let's go. We'll see about that. I'm not really good at 3D fighters because my route of fighting game is actually 2D fighters, alright. Because I started with, I started to get into fighting game more thanks to Blaze Blue, Calamity Trigger on PSP, of all things. Yeah, I think it was Calamity Trigger, if I remember correctly. Is it Calamity Trigger or Continuum Shift X10? It's one of those. Yeah, yeah, Blaze Blue at that time was really wonders of balancing. Nu was a nightmare, Lambda was a mess. Hakumen being Hakumen. I couldn't say much about Hakumen, I'm not gonna lie. But it was wild in terms of balancing until they reached Central Fiction. And even then, there is still some balance, questionable balance in Central Fiction. So there is that. It was a good fun though. I will revisit it someday. But perhaps instead of Central Fiction, I will just go with Samurai Showdown because I generally think Samurai Showdown is pretty fun because it's more of a neutral game. And neutral and punish game. So maybe that will help me with the fundamental of footsies and stuff. So yeah. Because execution wise, Samsho is not the hardest in terms of execution. Getting punished though, now that's going to hurt a lot. One hit can go to 80% damage. That's just bullshit. I love it. Just because you make one mistake, you almost died immediately. Sometimes you died immediately, but yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go in a few minutes. So let's sum it up. What I talk about today, like the one that I want to talk at least, because there is too much that I talk. So for once, I'm gonna have a new Vtuber model coming this month. I'm gonna release bunch of teaser throughout the month leading to the debut, and then probably next week I'm gonna do a stream where I move my component of my current arcade stick to a new box, basically. Hopefully it will be there by next week because I can't wait to use a new box, because that's 2cm slopes gonna help me a lot. And as for future content, yeah, looks like fixing and reviewing tech will be a thing in my channel more in the future. Hopefully more videos, and maybe even short content or vertical content, depending on which one that I really want to do. What else? Maybe revisit some fighting games or even play more fighting games, because I'm planning to go to EVO Singapore on 2026. Hopefully I could get there. If not, well, I could spend the money on something else, obviously, for investment and stuff, like maybe going back to sim racing again. So that one is a bit too far for now. What else? Yeah, maybe even visit some of classic fighting games and give it a go. We'll see about that. Surgery on the web, surgery on controller. Yeah, that honestly, it's really fun. I really love tinkering with electronics, surprisingly. So, hope you look forward to that. Because that reminds me, I need to fix my bloody Razer Naga Trinity and my EVGA X15, because EVGA X15 scroll wheel is really, really jank right now. And classic situation with Razer double click. Yeah, got to do that at some point. So, yeah. Maybe something else as well that I'm gonna come up in the future. Hopefully you guys look forward to that. Yeah, this channel is really all over the place in terms of content. I'm sorry if you follow for certain things or two, but that's just how I do. So that's it. I guess that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you like it, feel free to press that like button, and if you want to see more of my content, then hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification so I get notified for every single thing that I do on my channel. So for everyone that's visiting today, thank you so much. I honestly wasn't expecting a lot of people that come by today, so I'm quite happy about it. And tomorrow you'll see the next teaser for my Vtuber model, so look forward to that on X or Twitter, whichever do you want to say it now. And oh yeah, before I forgot, I do have a Discord server. You can check it on the description below. There's a link to that. So that's it. I am going to sleep, so you should too, because it's at least I assume it's late at night as well for in your place. Maybe not on some place, but hey, sleep is always nice. So yeah, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, I'm keeping my eyes on you, so keep on living, buddy. Keep on living. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. What do you mean now? Sleep is nice.